You know that feeling when you magically find a $50 note in your jacket pocket and you're like, awesome, but where did it come from? That might be the feeling you get when you find out there's a job called sonographer. It looks awesome, it pays really well, but where do they come from? And how can you become one? So in this video, I'm gonna show you the 2 ways to become a sonographer in Australia and also which way would be the best for you. Now, the first way, I would call it the long way. You do the 4 years of Bachelor of Radiography and then you do the graduate degree of Sonography. Now, the second way is the short way. You do the 4 years Bachelor of Sonography. Now, hold on. Before all of you start jumping on that fast train, we need to talk about something. Your age, your previous educational background, they all matter. You need to find a way that is the best for you to pass all the subjects, to graduate, and to find a job. Ultrasound is a very intimate examination. Patient is right next to you, watching you scan, watching all the pictures show up. You might be scanning someone who is going through a very difficult pregnancy, or you might be scanning someone who thinks he has a tumor in his pancreas. The patient will ask you, hey, can you see anything? And they will look for your facial expression to look for any clue. It takes years of experience before you know how to handle the anxiety of a patient and how to navigate a scan in a very sensitive situation. And that is not something that an 18-year-old high school student can learn in a university. It takes life experience. So if you're going straight to sonography after you finish high school and that is going to be your first job, that is a lot for you to take on emotionally, mentally, and also academically. Ultrasound is the next level of knowledge. The learning curve is very steep. You need to know all your anatomy and pathologies. You need to learn all the name of the muscles. You need to learn how all the vessels are tracking in your body. So if you have a previous degree in healthcare, say radiography or nursing or physiotherapy, it's going to give you a big head start. It's like having the bullet bill in Mario Kart. It really accelerates your speed. Knowing how to read X-ray, CT, and even MRI images will help you perform your ultrasound scan a lot more efficiently and accurately. So if you are someone who has never done any anatomy or pathology subjects, you are in for a very stiff competition. I'm talking about competition like playing Tetris against 99 players in real time. The most difficult thing to become a sonographer isn't dealing with patient or studying every night for the next 2 years. It's finding a placement, a training position. My friend was one of the only 4 successful applicants out of 150 people who applied for ultrasound training position in a hospital. And let me clarify something very important. You can study ultrasound in a university, but in order to be qualified as a sonographer, you need to meet the number of clinical hours for registration requirements. And most of the ultrasound courses, they do not guarantee you a placement. It is down to you to find all those clinical hours. If you are already working as a radiographer and there is an ultrasound position pops up in your hospital, you are more likely to be chosen because the department knows who you are, they know that you have the knowledge of anatomy, pathology, and you know how the medical system works. So if you don't know anybody in the radiography world, you really need to put yourself out there. Okay, now time for some honesty. I will share with you my very personal biased opinion. Is it difficult to become a sonographer? Oh yes, absolutely. I will go into more depth in my future videos. You are probably thinking, so which way should I take? If you are a high school student, I would suggest you to do the 4 years of Bachelor of Radiography first. Those 4 years are not gonna go to waste, I promise you that. It is only gonna benefit you and strengthen you as a healthcare worker. And you will make friends in the radiography world. And you will find your job a lot more satisfying in the long term. I have heard of a high school student who went straight to the Bachelor of Sonography, and it is not impossible, but you really have to put in your hard work and you really need to make yourself stand out from the crowd. If you are a mature age student with a healthcare background, I would recommend you to go straight to the graduate degree of sonography because you probably have enough life experience to support you mentally and you probably don't have that much time to spend to go the long way. Now, honestly, I think that all sonographers should start off as radiographers, and it is selfish because it is a very competitive job market and I do want that specializing opportunities to be saved for the radiographers. My sonographer friend disagrees with me. She knows sonographers who did not come from a radiography background and they proved themselves to be excellent at what they do. My friend also shares with me a lot of useful information before doing sonography, and I will share with you next time. In the meantime, you can check out my other videos about life as a radiographer, and you can also go to my Facebook and blog for more information.